guys, welcome back to live trading with Tizian. We're back. We are back. So let's see what we can do here. I just saw NQ fill a gap there. And last night we had the liquidity run, which I called out to the upside and then to the downside there yesterday. Hopefully anyone was able to take that. I'm just searching for some papers here. What's up, Ferzi? Full post shorts. Yeah, chill for a second. But like, we still got a major supply zone up here. And like, what's important for me now is that we kind of start to reject fair value gaps up here. We closed that pretty nice up there. Bearish IFVG for me here. As you can see, this is a nice level where you could have taken a short out of. I personally think still we should just... Oh wait, did we actually take it now? Did we actually already take it? Yes, we already took it. 1800s. Damn. How the... What the fuck? When did we fall so much? Like right from 12. Lord, there's 800 points right there. That's crazy. That's crazy. Okay, I think I'm not looking for shorts anymore that much. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go in the 5 minute and I'm gonna measure out. I'm gonna measure out the bottom to the top here of this last range that we created, because I want to see if we have potential to bounce out of this supply zone here. If we do so, I want to see us go up. If this closes bearish, this 5 minutes here, this is a good indication that we were going to go down. We took liquidity, we closed the gap, we filled this gap area, we mirrored highs. Yeah, so it's just a good indication. But I will look at the 15-second here, and if I see it, yeah, this is a good setup. Damn, should have sold this already. But that's alright. I'm gonna chill and wait for that area. Down there. That's a double bottom too, I think. I'm gonna put a limit buy for 5. Limit buy 5 for 10 micros at that 50% line, a bit above it, just a little bit. So we have a better chance for a better fill. But we'd have to look what is gonna happen today. We're filling gaps, we're touching gaps. That's pretty nice. I like that. I like those type of days when we touch a lot of gaps and like see rejection, or like are able to really notice where the market wants to go. Like you can see there, got above that liquidity, tapped into that zone again, gets rejection there. Let's see how this looks on the 1 minute. Got above that, so the next thing would be the sweep to the downside.
Order filled.
Quick sell here for just this bottom for 216 at 107. Risking 300 here to make 200 to make 213. This zero ticked us. Damn, this is a crazy ass fill. But we should still see this execute down now, so I'm going for a 1-to-1 now. Well, we are not going that much.
Order
Take
filled.
it off there. Took it off right there. looking for the supply zone to hit now. We took that bottom there. But I want to see this 50% line down here getting hit of that whole move on the 5 minute. Because that would make the most sense here to hit this place. And we should be able to hit this place before we go up. This is the first tap now into this area. I'm gonna pull this down to this candle low here.
Order filled.
I'm in there. I bought 6 too much.
Order filled.
Sold them back. So I'm in there with 10 contracts. Stop goes to the low of that zone, of that big wick here. This is our stop, this wick. And for targets, I would say this is a good target up here, like this body in that candle. That should be a good target there. If we see some buy side, which we should. Just not sure if we have to go below this one time to then go up there. That could happen. And that looks like it is kind of happening here because we're getting sellers from this top side. I'd still want to see this retested 100%. Took that liquidity there, so I'd now want to see us go back to this highs. Or, as said, we could go below this, stop me out here, and then just
order
execute
filled
to the top side there. That's why I bought back into this. But this is a pretty safe hit area. We should hit this 100%. Because there are so many highs in this area, and this is a turning point area, which gets retested like 80% of the time, I'd say. We took also a lot of liquidity now, so we have reason to go up. That's a pretty nice fill for this to bounce up. We could actually go all the way back to this top here if we see nice reaction, because this is a big supply zone, which could send us to the top. And as said, on the 4 hour, we now took this major liquidity here, which I looked for to be taken. So we could also be bullish here and could like try to take out more liquidity before we go down, if we want to see continuation down. So I'd expect us to at least like get in this area. If not, we can get into this area. Big liquidity candle, buyers, very nice setup here. We're close to that first area there. Close to that first area. I'm gonna just let that run. I'm gonna just let my trade run here, because this is a good 50% zone and I want to see some more. Took that low again there now, took that low again. See if this is enough to pull up here. We had that 0 wick down here. I think we didn't take that. Oh, we did take that, like very small. Why is this so slow right now?
order filled
Okay. Got stopped there again. Yeah, this is our supply area. I misunderstood that. This is our supply area. I'm sorry, guys. I completely misunderstood the Fibonacci here. I thought this would already be our like buying area, but this is our buying area down here at the 236. You'd basically want to see us hit this, maybe the 236 itself, or like hit this area here and bounce out of that. But we're moving really, really weird here. What the fuck is this right now? Am I just tripping, or is this my internet? Is this my connection? I think it's my internet connection, which is not working well here. I'm not sure. What the fuck is this, guys? Hello? Anybody in chat? Can anybody explain why this is so weird right now? What the heck is happening? Is there an earlier market close today? Or did I get something wrong here? Bro, imagine you were here at 14:30. Wait, did something amazing happen? Nah, not really. Like the best thing you could have gotten if you got here at 12 o'clock. Like this was a nice setup to the downside there. But why isn't anything happening on NQ here? Now we're back, I guess. But like, what happened?
Order filled. Order filled.
Oh, I thought I could just quick buy this, but this is weird. I don't get what like this is doing right now here. Getting buyers here.
Order filled.
Getting some buyers, but not that
Order
much.
filled.
Yes, that's why I got fucked there. Let me wait for this area. Damn. I'm just like always when I put my limit buys or sells, I'm like always like, damn, will this even hit? Will this even touch my entry? But I think it could. Almost. Oh my god, right at my entry. Right at the entry there. No, no way. Right on the entry, bro. Why the fuck do I not get tagged into
Order
this?
filled.
Now I got tagged in, but like, what the hell? Putting it down just a bit here. To see if this just wants to hit and buy up. Yes, this is what I expected. Nice.
Order filled.
9!
Order filled.
I had my perfect entry there. Fuck me. I didn't want to get out there. But I'll take the 400, I guess. So now we're shooting for those tops, guys. For those tops right here. We're going for this tops. 100-point trade here right now. I got a worse entry than I wanted to, but like, it's alright. This is at least what we're going for. At least. You will take most of your position out of this. I'm selling 5 when we hit this TP. This should pretty much fly through in like 2 or 3 candles. Firstly, if you're in this, this should be golden. For at least this zone here. At least this zone. That's why I put my fill there. No, I'm actually starting to believe we're going up here. Like we're testing this again. If we see buy side here, I'm holding that bitch. Yeah, I'm holding that bitch. We're holding this because on the 5 minute, we got a major supply area here. And we now bounced out of this 50%, like 50% 2.36 level here, this ultimate reversal setup. So I'd even expect us to like take all those tops, shoot through all those tops, go into like kind of this top side area here, maybe hit that 1618 up there. So we should be able to get 200 points here, 250, if you're in this Furzy. Are you in this? But this is targeted here now too, guys. You're in this? Nice. This is a pretty nice setup, I'd say. A very good looking setup. You could add into it here on this like fair value gap fill or this next fair value gap fill. But I think we're straight away going through this now. This would be 5k if we can get that top side here. But it would make sense to clear that. Like we wouldn't have reacted that crazy from this downside if we didn't want to see top side here, Furzy. 2 cons, 2 minis or 2 micros? And on the Topstep account or on another account? Because keep in mind, you can, on the Topstep account, the most you can make on a day is 1.5k. Two micros? Alright. Then you should already be up 400. Yeah, up here like 800. If not more. Like you could add into this actually. When you see a good opportunity. For example, like the crossing of this top here. If you see this crossed, you could add. Just add one micro. At certain spots. I'm gonna be adding. I'll be adding
order
right here.
filled.
I'll be adding here because like when we break below this, this should like go below that point. But I think if we hold this, this should instantly follow through. And if we flip this candle again, I'm buying one more even. But we need to flip the candle before that. Else I'm staying in this. This could also like now do the 50% test here again, fill this fair value gap, and then continue higher. Which is probably the reasonable thing here. I'm adding
order
one more.
Filled.
Added one more right in that gap. In this gap. We should see big continuation now to the upside. This is 50% plus an FEG getting hit. So I'd expect this to buy up pretty quickly. Yes, this looks good. I like this. You added 2, Furzy? Did you add? And where's your entry? In 4 now? Nice. From where? Where's your entry, bro? That's the important thing. $83. That's a nice entry. That's a pretty nice entry. You're setting your go break even on this now. You can definitely go break even. If we go below this again, you don't want to be in this. Set your stop break even. I need rejection of this now. This needs to be rejected to the upside. Looks okay. Want to see this shoot through there, to the top. Going pretty well here. If this shoots above this top again, I'm adding one more. But I need to see rejection now to the upside. It's an okay tap, but I need upside here. As said, definitely go break even. If you set 83 is your stop, I'm going break even with you too at 83. This looks good. I'm almost about to add one contract here. I wouldn't recommend to you to add any more into this because your entry is just too close to the price action right now. And things like that can happen. Need to see this 786 here hold. Nice, 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 nice. Pretty good. Okay, set your TP to 1.5k and tell me where that is on your chart, Furzy. But you should get filled on this topside run. $280 is 1.5, so right up here, right at the top. That's a pretty nice target, bro. That's a pretty nice target. I'd say if you want to keep it even smaller, nah, don't add into this. Just chill. This is a pretty nice runner now. I'd say pull your stop to 112 now to take at least some profits out of this. That's like 20 points you're saving. Because if we break down again, you don't want to be in this. Because this is forming some kind of top here. And I don't want to see this completely reject through again. Down here into the 236 and then go up. But like this is running down a lot here. I think, nah, keeping your stop break even wouldn't make any difference here. We'd need strong upside, like we took that low there now. Yeah, you probably got filled there. I want to just look if this has any holding here, but this doesn't look like it got any holding. So it's the right thing to take it out there. This is just the supply zone getting hit here. That's why I'm holding this. But this looks like straight downside.
Order filled.
Yeah. So good that you took your 20 points there. No man, I made profit, but I really needed that. Then you need to take partials, bro. I can't tell you everything you have to do. Then you have to take partials. If your normal size was 4 and you scaled in with me like 2 contracts, why not take 2 out if you feel uncomfortable, you know? Just for next time. Like we hit this 50% there now. We got buyers out of this. We got buyers here. So I'd say you could still give this a shot. Also, if you measure like this fib, we're close to this 236. So you could try that again. If we hit this 236 down here and that FEG again, would that make sense with the 5 minute here? Yes. So I'd say what you can do is take an entry off of the lower side here again if we hit that, but only if we hit 56. We're now like hitting this FVG here, or we close this FVG. So if we see much upside off of that, I'd say this is also a good entry. But like, yeah, something like this is needed. Rejection above that now before I can even enter. Is this 50% here? Yes, that was 50%. Holding in the zone right now. Ah, I should have taken the ad. Fuck me. Fuck me. Fuck me. Okay,
Order
I'm
filled.
a buy into this. Even though this is a risky buy-in. Fuck me, bruv. Ah!
Order
it's
filled.
taking me out again. Alright, this is a big fail. Big fail.
Order filled.
Big fail. Fuck me, that was such a nice trade there. Shit, bro. Shit. But I still keep those buyers up. As said, now I'm confirmed that we're taking this top side here, that 1618 of that Fibonacci. So my main goal now is like 261 up there. But this is lagging again. What the fuck? What's happening here? Like we could even see that 261 level up here. Yeah, my chart keeps freezing too. I don't know why too. That's very bad for their platform. That's not nice. But it keeps on freezing. What the fuck? It's the only thing I can say here. What the fuck? Yeah, but we did exactly as I thought. We're up 1.5, and we're shooting up to that top. I don't know if you bought back into this, Furzy, as I did, or if you kept your trade running. I don't know, but like this looks good now. This looks good now. You're in one con from where, bro? One contract from where? $57? How did you get an entry at 57? Like here. I thought this was the buy move you took. Ah, 156. 156. Right here. Alright. Yeah, we're definitely gonna fill this gap now. That's clear for me. Makes sense. Tested this gap there. Oh, this is much downside here. But this kind of confirmed my buyers, so I want to stay in this. I'm at
Order
3
filled.
here. Now it's just about how big your balls are and how far you can hold your stop, Furzy. Because you you will need to add into your positions to make that 1.5 in a day. Definitely. This doesn't look good. We got rejection in this. You could close your trade out, Furzy, if you want to. But I'm just waiting a second here. because this is still taking liquidity out of this downside, so I'm just waiting on it. You don't know where to enter? Go for the best things you can go for are like 50% of ranges. 50% of ranges. And if this is your range, your complete range, like my stop here would be exactly 50%.
Order filled. Order
Let me show
filled.
you. I bought 30 at that now. That's exactly 50% of this whole move. So if we want to continue higher, what do we see from that point on? Buyers. If we want to continue lower, this is going lower. This is gonna give lots of sellers here. But I think the buy is more likely because we hit this fair value gap now. And if we're bullish here, this should execute to the top side now.
Order filled.
So this is the last entry I'm gonna call out. That's the last trade we're gonna take here. TP for us would be around this topside area here. And our stop is at, yeah, this candle lows here. We'd want to see this push up now. As said, last position I'm going to call out here for the day. I'm risking 500 on it because this is so volatile right now. Hitting that 50% again. Let's see if we can keep it up now. I thought we were very bullish out of this now. I think we still are, but like this needs time to get the buyers we need. There we go. This should go now. Oh, big rejection there. Let me look on the 1 minute here. If you can still keep it up. Opened the new 1 minute there. Took lots of liquidity down here. This is a nice setup for buyers. I'd expect us to go up off of that now. Like get a big push to that upside here. Into this 88 area. I'll see if this 1 minute can do it already. Or if this is just collecting sellers here and we're gonna dump down. But I don't think so. I don't think so. '61's there, getting good buy side. We should take like this liquidities up here. It would make sense to take those liquidities. That's why I think we're getting this push here. In 5 at 150. Okay, that could be risky. That could be risky. But as said, my stop is at 109 down there. Damn, bro, this is crazy. Crazy reactions here. This needs to pull up now if we want to see continuation. This needs to pull up heavy. You're out? I didn't get stopped there, actually. But I will in a second, I think. Oh, damn. Crazy price action today, I guess.
Order filled.
That's heavy. I still think we're gonna get a very big boner candle to that top side in a second there, but like I will buy this liquidity take there one more time if we get it. because I really believe in this setup, but
Order
I
filled.
buy exactly that. Liquidity take, as I said, exactly buying that out of this zone. Stop goes to 360 bucks here at 100 at 85.75. Hit this 236 again there. Need to see this pull up now. Didn't thought we're that short here, actually. I really expected a big fucking boner candle to the upside, if I'm honest. A big boner candle.
Order
But
filled.
this is not doing what I thought.
Order filled.
I give it this last try, but this is the last one I'm doing, and I'm out for the day if we don't hit anything now. Because this is a bounce point, as said, this is the supply area here. I don't know why we're going that short here. It doesn't really make sense to me that we're going that short, because I expected us to at least like take some liquidity up here, like this top, or overall like take those tops. That was my bias definitely for today. But we 50% at this wick now. Like we need to see a push right through those zones, then kind of bouncing up and then bounce this. But like, look at this, boy.
Order
That's
filled.
No way. All right, we're done. We're done for the day. We didn't have any kind of comments or anything either. Lost the account? Fuck, bro. That's not good. Fuck this shit, man. It will all come together, bro. But this is taking a lot of work. A lot of work. I don't even know why the fuck is this right here. I really didn't expect us to do that much shit here. You always lose. Did you try the strategy I gave you, bro?
Order filled. Order filled.
Did you try the strategy I gave you?
Order filled.
You have 0 winning days, then you should definitely go back into demo, bro. Definitely.
Order filled.
Definitely.
Order filled.
This is a bouncing area here. That's why I'm so like freaked out by this. Because I really expected lots of bouncing.
Order filled.
I can go through it with you again if you want to. As said, what my strategy is I take the last day's lows, which would be this. Last day's highs, which would be this. So this is our range. We're looking at which got broken first. We see this got broken first heavily. But this didn't get 50%ed here. That's why I'm thinking like, boo, bro, we have to like get up there. But maybe we'd have to take those liquidities before that and test this 50% of this overall wick before we even do anything, you know? Like everything else out of my strategy is just like pulling up fair value gaps. Same as like this. Same as this. Yeah, like that. We'd see what happens here at this candle cross, because this is a important cross. I'd expect lots of bull side from this. Repeats, what's up? No, I didn't. I didn't buy any. Ich habe in keine Rheinmetalle investiert. Such as gold or silver or anything like that. This looks good. We're getting buyers out of this area. Like what you'd look for is the sweep of that low right there.
Order filled.
This is my entry. But like I need a bigger entry here. I'm giving it 500. Just because this is the 50% area of that wick. I'm just not sure if we have to tag that. That could be a thing actually. But I'm just gonna chill. This is just testing for me. I'm just testing around. Yeah, this will get hit here. Like I'm gonna pull this here. Because this is a supply area that's probably gonna get hit now. Can buy 10 more if this gets hit, but like as you can see, we kind of get like buyers out of this area. I'm gonna look for the ad down here. But we're hitting into this FEG lots of times here now. So this is probably going to really get this 50% of that wick. We barely took liquidity down here. Barely took liquidity. That could be a good sign.
Order filled.
I'm gonna add it back. I think this is already going to pull up. Maybe I just got baited out like hell, but this is a good liquidity take off that candle here. Like very, very small take. Nah, damn.
Order filled.
All right. So, this is done for the day. Oh, not too nice of a day. I mean, we had our positions, which were good. Let me look at the, I think it's orders. I think it's orders. No, it's trades, I guess then. Yes, it's trades. How do I delete this? Orders.
Order filled.
I'm deleting this too. Nice. We got that 50% of that wick now. But we got a double bottom here, I just saw right there. I should look more at my charts. I would get way better entries off of everything. But like looking at this, let's look at 15:30 today. Entry time 2025 15:30. So around this area. So we made 200, lost 200, lost 100 here. Made that 100 back, lost 900, made 1.3k. So up 400, 300, 200, minus 100. Yeah, okay, this was a bad day here. But from that 50% there, we're getting a reaction definitely. And I mean, like, we didn't even test into this area. Don't take a break, Furzy. What I mean with don't take a break is you have to continue trading demo day for day, even if you lose, even if it's not important for anything. You have to trade demo every day to get used to that feeling of the market, to get like to be even able to get those entries for with like 10 micros that shoot up 40-50 points and give you 1,000. It's good taking a break, definitely. Mentally, you will definitely enjoy that. But trust me, you have to be on chart every day to get a feeling for what's happening and to practice your strategy. That's one of the most important things, I would say. But this was a nice entry for open here. I should have taken that sale. That was a pretty nice sale here. When I saw this 5 minute like filling this FEG, I thought like, well, this could be a good sell. We saw this go up. Like after we saw this going here, I think we took a short, but I wasn't able to hold that too well. But it went like 200 points there. Yeah, just as said, bro, just trade your practice. Get practice in. Like getting practice into the charts will make you feel way less nervous when you actually trade your combines or actually do a combine. Like if you can't be profitable on a combine or on a practice account for at least like 5 to 10 days, and I mean like just keeping risk and doing shit, then you're definitely not ready for combines. You have to get ready for combines before you do anything else. Because you have to think about it like that. It would even make more sense to invest your money right now into a personal account than a combine, because you're not able to trade that combine right now. You're not able to make 3K in whatever amount of time. So if you're just looking to make 50 bucks a day, 30 bucks a day, I'd say save up as much money as you can. 300 to 500 bucks should be enough for a beginner, and just trade 1 micro on your personal account. And you should be able to make money with that. And that's probably gonna give you way more than a Topstep account, because Topstep, as said, you have to pass that thing before you can do anything. Like you have to pass it, and even after you pass it, you have to pay 135 bucks for nothing, just to get the account where you can now make money if you're perfect. And that's what you have to keep in mind. You can only make money there if you have 5 winning days of 200 bucks. And if you don't have those, you can take out shit. You can't take out nothing. So if you have a personal account and you have like one good day and you make 100 bucks, you can instantly take out 50 if you want to. Or if you have a good week and you make 300 bucks overall, you can take out 200 off of that and maybe buy a combine with that, or think about something else you want to do with that. Like, I mean, look at this trade. We did so much minus trades right there. Till I finally noticed, like, damn, like this supply zone isn't here, or isn't here, it's here. And like once I noticed that, as you can see, like we got our perfect entry here now. That's going, but even for me, it takes time for me to realize what points in the market are like better for entries for buyers. Because this was not a bad buy. We took liquidity, we closed the gap, we saw rejection to the upside. Like, as you can see, this went. But like, we got this downside move one more time just because all those buyers which tapped here, like they weren't filled great. And this is a better entry for like shooting off. I'm a demo demon, bro. 3 months non-stop, but price action was amazing then. First funded was amazing, then March and April price action was shit. Even my mentor said this, because I had a mentor for ages, but he got hacked and lost everything, so he's took a massive break. Okay, like I can mentor you if you want to, Furzy. I didn't really thought about that like much now, or like till now I didn't think much of it, but like I can mentor you, but like you'd have to, there are multiple points that should like match up. Like if I was to mentor you, you definitely have to be here every day 15:50 to get the pre-market analysis in, so we can check out which levels are good in the market. After that, like just checking in the market what is good, what is bad, what is happening right now. And like, I don't know, how much did you pay at your old mentor, bro? He was probably expensive, right? Was probably pretty expensive. Because if you're really looking for someone to guide you through, like you know me for lots of times now, and you know that I can pass accounts. Like passing the account is not like it's not like the problem. Ah, he took you on for free. Well, that's nice. Like I can't do that. I can't do it for free. But what I can offer you is I can give you one lesson for 10 bucks. 10 euro for like, let's say an hour. Yeah, I know. You have to use your phone while you walk home. But like, if you know those things, then I'd say just wait till I'm gonna close that.
Order filled.
Just wait till you're home and then start looking at anything. Don't start looking before you, like, even on the way home. That's not gonna bring you anything. You're not gonna be as focused as you are when you get home. I'm selling this now.
Order filled.
I'm selling this just based on that, like we took this liquidity, we got above that line, we took lots of liquidity and we straight away headed back down. So this is like, we should get this low. You don't have to trade New York open. You don't have to be here at open. You can be there at like 50 minutes later, half an hour later, an hour later. There are setups all the day, bro. All day long there are setups in the charts. And if you really want me to mentor you, bro, as said, I can do 10 bucks an hour. That's what I can do.
Order
That's what
filled.
I can offer. But like, what I would do is, for the first sessions, just practice the strategy. Every day, just practicing the strategy with you. Like if you, for example, if you take an hour, or if you take 3 hours a week, that would be 30 bucks. And we would look at 3 different market days at open or whenever you get home. Like for an hour, we would just straight away look into the charts, look for setups, look for different things that indicate. I would give you all my secrets and shit I know about the charts now. Yeah.
Order filled.
This should send it now to the lower side here. I'm not perfect too, and you guys know that, but if it comes, or when it comes to passing like accounts, I know what I'm doing. I know exactly how I have to trade my accounts to pass them. Took that liquidity, major liquidity take there. But we should continue lower. We should just continue lower. I'm still in touch with my old guy, so I can just wait for him. I don't want to be disrespectful, but I'm broke as fuck. No jobs around my area. Take people on. Yeah, I can fully understand that, bro. That's not the thing. Like the offer counts, 10 bucks for like 1 hour. We can do that whenever you like, whenever you feel like it. If I have time for it, we can do it. Come on, send it lower here. I know there's lots of wicks to the top side. We should still send it. Nice, there we go. Come on. Get it down there. 670 on
Order
this.
filled.
Boom, got filled. Kaboom. If you really want to go this way of being a trader, you definitely have to get a job, and you definitely have to work some hours to be able to even like buy challenges and shit, because it's going to be an expensive thing. I can tell you that because I already lost so much money on it. We have 20 funded accounts now, 20 Topstep accounts that we had, and like 2 my funded futures, and if you just count that together, like I can calculate that, 135 euros overall, or let's say 138 euros because of the fluctuation at the times. For like 20 accounts, that's already 2.7k invested from my side, just for activation fees, not even counting in the accounts I bought. This is just activation fees, only activation fees. And now you can like, you could count, like if you know that's 2.7, an average account costs 45 euros for me, and I bought over the times, I'd say 50 at least. So another 2.2k. So I'm at around 5k now, which I invested into the markets. We recently got some money back, like we did our first payout. So like if we were 5k up, we made 630, like plus 160 because I took out some for the taxes. So like I myself, I was still down 4.5k with this shit. Trust me, TJR's results are often also not that real, bro. He makes that money, but he makes way more money with affiliates and with YouTube and with other streams of income that he built up like Kick. He makes way more money than with trading. Patrick Wieland recently released like what he makes on a normal day with affiliates. Bro, he makes 20k a day with just affiliate money. With just people buying challenges and using his code. He makes 20k a day. Let that sink. For real, let that sink in. $20,000 a day. Just from people's money. Because they buy challenges. Not even him. Most of the money he makes is definitely with affiliates. And he couldn't afford all of this trading on prop firms if he wouldn't make that money with prop firms affiliates. I can definitely tell you that. Six months plus a year or so. Trust me, this isn't time, bro. This isn't lots of time in the markets. Trust me, I know people that are in this market for 8 years and they're still barely profitable. Barely. It all comes together with how you execute. You have to feel good about that trade. You. No one else. No, I mean 20k a day is 6 million plus. Yeah. 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 So now you know what I mean. There's another entry for me coming up here at the 50% of that wick. I still think we're gonna take this whole wick probably. But like if we want to see, or if we want to keep this bottom, we should kind of hold like in this area. We get one more sale in
Order
here,
filled.
because this is a nice retest of that order block here. We should sell this completely back down. My target for this would just be the candle bottom here, like the 0 point of this candle, if you can say it like that. Almost hit it right there. So like the flip point of the wick here, or of the candle, is my TP.
Order filled.
And there we get hit. And I just based this trade off that we need to see this 50% of that wick, or at least some taking of that liquidities. So that was just a retest and an execution to the downside. Pretty obvious retest, and then just like, yeah. This should be a pretty nice entry here at that 50% of that wick. I'm pretty sure about that. We started to see buyers from this area, and we're seeing buyers in this area. So we should also see buyers in this area, or like the most buyers should come in this area. So I'd wait for this to sweep this lows, go below this, hit me in here, and just return. That's a pretty thing that could happen here. Build that double bottom, or if you see like execution into the direction of this lower wicks, like if you see this was a nice entry for a short here, because you knew like this lows want to get taken, so at least 20 points for you. That's good. I think Justin Werland's strategy is like one of the top notches strategies. Not the only one that has to work, but like one of the greatest, or one of the nicest ICT strategies that are there. But it's like, I wouldn't say it's hard to learn, but it takes time to learn, definitely. You see, we still get buyers out of this area. But like this is a pretty major hit point that we should kind of get. There's no even a confirmation that this is gonna hold, but at least 20 points should be in this. When we when it tags us in here. Let's see if this is gonna happen here. Here now.
Order filled.
Got tagged in. Let's watch out for this pull up. right at that entry I called out. 50% of that wick. We'd want to see this shoot up now. Get buyers in this area and shoot up. I don't like that. There's a gap here. Maybe we can fill that. Still lots of sellers, as you can see. Lots of sellers, so you could already dip this position. But I'm gonna hold it. Because I still see some validation in this setup. And 50% of that wick often gives like 20-30 points. There's 10. There's 20. Nice. Get it through there. Get it through this OB. We got a 4 or 5 times top here, so we should probably shoot through this. Would make sense. I'm gonna take 5 out when we go through there.
Order
Boom,
filled.
took 5 off there, $300. Stop goes to break even, trailing this up while price is going up. So we're definitely logging in 150 more here. If this really wants to return, we are now like just trailing our candles here. Just trailing. This could take us out because we got a double bottom now. Like this could rip back down. But this can also do exactly that. I'm gonna take 3
Order
more here.
filled.
So we're now in with 2 micros left. Already made like 700 or 800 on this.
Order filled.
And this stopped us out with another 100. So like, as you can see, it's like... Which one was it? Was that our entry? No, this was our entry here, I guess. This was just an easy 5, 6, 7, $700 there. Just based off of the 50% of this wick. I like the way how it is one trade, hold a few minis and done. Don't hold a few minis. The most thing you, or the like, I think even 1 mini is a lot, bro. Like you can blow your account with 1 mini in like seconds. Because let's just say I go into this short.
Order filled. Order
1
filled.
mini here.
Order filled.
So I'm in with 1 mini. As you can see, like 1 candle sweep to this top would be 1,000 that I lose. Like 1 sweep, this could happen in a second. We could easily sweep up here and now you're down 500. How's this on your mental? How are you feeling on your mental? Very bad, yeah? You have to, like if you want to take those positions, I'd say buy 5 or sell 5. Like as I did here. Like you see this. This is just 1 sweep up. You're down $300 from 0 to 100. And like you have to have the guts to even hold through that then, you know? I'm gonna close
Order
this now.
filled.
What I would do is like go in slowly but steady. Just if you want to, take your time.
Order filled.
Buy 5 micros. Now your stop for 300 is down here with lots of points. Like you get lots of space. If you now see this continuation to the upside and you see this wicks could be taken, then you look like you just have your finger on the trigger, looking for it. Looking for upside. This is not no good upside. That's why I didn't buy 5 more there. This took liquidity there. So if you see a big return to the upside, you'd want to add into this. But else you're just gonna let your trade play. And if you lose 300, that
Order
feels way
filled.
better than losing like way more, if you know what I mean. This should take liquidity probably 1 more time there. So
Order
like
filled.
now you could like now you can buy 5 there. You get to stop down there. Like if you say for yourself, okay, 600 is the max I want to lose on a day. 600, so you can do 2 trades with like either 5 micros or you can scale into it. And then you're just gonna keep on holding your trades. Like if you see good opportunities to add into your trade because you think, oh, we have a fair value gap here, which we're just closed or which we can cross. Like this would be more like of a sell entry here. Like we're below those lows now almost. Boom, let's look on the 1 minute. We just closed below that. That's an area
Order
for me
filled.
I want to add. Like my stop goes up now. $300 is almost here. We just added because we took major liquidity here and we had that up run off of that liquidity. So now you're in a perfect position. You just go break even. You added 5, you held your stop, you got in this. Now you could have just taken your 700, 800 bucks up here and you would be completely break even plus profit from that last trade. Or you just trail this up, 300 bucks, you made your last trade back, you just let it run. Like you see this as much as I do. I don't see like much more than you guys do. But I just have more experience when it comes to the candles, I'd say. This would be, if we get a kind of a push here, this would be a bottom of the wick stop for me. But I need some more push before that. Come on, give it a good push. Good push out of this. Give it some time here. We're in the spying area, 50% there. Price needs time too to get where it wants to get. This should buy up now. There we go. Now I see, just need, like you see this collecting of buyers here in this area. We should get one like kind of flick out of this. Should see one big flick out of this. Nice, getting some volume here. Going break even on this. I try like 2 to 3 trades with 3 to 4 micros when I can trade without school. My mom's getting me a MacBook soon. That's pretty nice. You just have to think about like 3 to 4 micros. Just think about how much points you have to do to hit 1.5k with that. Just calculate it, bro. It's like so much.
Order filled.
There's like 3 to 4 micros. Let me go for 3.
Order filled.
To hit 1.5k, I need this to go up over 200 points almost, like. No, over 200 points. Like almost 300 points. This is like, how in a world would you want to hit this? That's like almost undoable. Only if you get like the most consecutive short day or buy day in the century. Like you're gonna keep your account longer. That's for sure. But like, is it worth it? You just have to think about it.
Order filled.
Took that liquidity now. That's why I bought here. It's like the lowest point we had in chart, and this is like a big wick. So there should be lots of stops getting triggered. And like, as you can see, I bought in 6 micros. 6 micros, I think, is a good range. Because look at this, 6 micros, I still got 23, yeah, about like 25 point stop with like 6 micros. I think that's a good stop.
Order filled.
But damn, we're getting ripped
Order
here.
filled. Order filled.
But I think like 9 is almost like
Order
the
filled.
perfect amount. But you have those days like today too. Like this is crazy. I wouldn't have even expected us to go even lower on this. I would have thought we are at the end of that sell move, basically. Because as you can see, like this is a pretty major wick here. And I looked for that to be taken. Now we'd have to look like where the next kind of supply area would be, but I think that would be like this area. Kind of like this area here, which we're just tapping.
Order filled.
Which we just tapped there.
Order filled. Order filled. Order filled. Order filled. Order filled.
I'm buying 63 micros. Boom, boom, boom. Watch this big candle. Watch it just fly up there one time real quick.
Order filled. Order filled. Order filled. Order filled. Order filled.
Like if your mentals are way too down, just do exactly as I do here right here. Just get a very small
Order filled.
trade that like gets the practice back at 0, so just your mentals don't break. And then you just look back for normal trades. Internet is shit. Yeah, that's the thing too sometimes. We're done here as well, so I think I'm gonna close out the stream for today. Because I really didn't expect us to get below here, but like we took a nice buy, I think. Let me look at the executions here again. This is gonna look weird as hell, but for me this is okay. So like as you can see, we took a 125 sale there. Very bad entry. I could have had a nice entry up here, but we took a very bad entry here for 25s, which would be kind of like here. We stuck through that, and what's the TP on this here? 109. So 25s to 109 would be, yeah, we took 15 points out of this just because I was too hesitant, I think. But we took this sale like all the time here. Yeah, you can type in your Discord name and I'm gonna add you. You can do that. What I plan for is just being consistent, which means in my space just being able to hold or to give myself a range for a day, which would be like, for example, I tell myself, all right, I want to risk $300 a day to make 400. So that would be everything we're going for. That's like what I'm trading right now. Like
order filled.
What I want to go for is like 1.5 micros entry, as I explained, 1.5 micro entry, and then just looking for like a good buy scenario, so I can add into my trade and get that 400 quicker. Because like even with 5 micros, that's 40 points you have to hit, and that's pretty hard, as you know.
Order filled.
Buying 1700 there. So now my TP would be 400s, which we just recently, reached in that last candle there. For risking, yeah, okay, I would have probably been stopped there, I guess.
Order filled.
Now I'm getting stopped, but like you get what
Order
I mean.
filled.
Just looking for 5 micros to enter this, because this is a good stop. Like 77, 76, 75, 74. That's 30 points stop you get here with risking $300. Twitch Fuzzy, I'm gonna add you. And so if you see holding, you would definitely like to add into this.
Order filled.
Like me, for example, right here. Like this would be exactly what I was looking for.
Order filled.
Boom, getting filled, made 400. and we done. Like, you know, that would be what I want to look for in those next months. I added you, bruv. Alright, guys. Have a great day then. Let's... I see you guys again on Monday. Monday next week. And we will continue doing whatever we do. Hopefully there was something you can learn or you could learn out of this. And you will be doing great soon. So, have a great day. See you guys. Till then. And peace out.